Okay, well, guys, I have with me today to Peter from WoeHammer. This is one of the most exciting moments because the meaning of Warhammer in the worldwide for Age of Sigmar, and also in my personal point of view, this is one exciting moment because Peter is a great person, and also he's offering one of the most complete Discord servers for the AOS community. Welcome, Peter.
Yes, quite an intro. Thank you very much. It was very kind of you to say so. I'm glad to be here. Thanks.
No, glad to have your participation in this, and thank you very much because I know that you are really busy always, and therefore I want to appreciate. I want to
busy putting children to bed.
Okay, Peter.
Paul Lewis has to wait around for me now for about 40 minutes while I've been trying to get my children to sleep. So yeah, sorry about that.
Yes, no worries. Thank you very much, and I will start because I know that we are still in a sleeping time from you, so this is important. But anyway, so Peter, what is the meaning of Warhammer? How Warhammer started? What prompted you to start with Warhammer?
Well, Warhammer's actually been around for probably nearly 10 years now, in various forms. It was originally a YouTube channel, just for me and some family members. We recorded some 40k games, some Age of Sigmar games, and if you search the YouTube, probably still find those awful battle reports we did back in the day. With other things, but I had 2 children, and they're quite young, and I knew that I wasn't going to get much time for gaming and painting and the rest of it. So I thought to keep my hand in the hobby, I'd just start writing about it, and kind of WoeHammer kind of blew up from there. So we started in 2021 with a blog, and initially it was just me and Declan just writing about stuff we were doing, like little hobby updates. I wrote a few articles on some Path to Glory, and then I also did some historical articles about Games Workshop's history and stuff like that. And then December time in 21, I posted the first, what's now known as a top 3 article, and that just kind of went mental after that. After that, once we did those, it just spiraled out of control. And then we started doing the stats the following year, and it's just gone from strength to strength, really. So it's been great with this ride, but sometimes it's surprising. It's tough to pinch myself to realise where we've got to, but yeah.
Wow, yes. Well, this is a great job because for the people that are not acquainted to review the meta and also some activities. Peter is offering one of the most complete Discord servers. He's offering, as you have heard, he's offering games in TTS. Also, he's offering some kind of leagues, many activities where you can take a good times in the hobby. I mean, as a whole, because also he's encouraging to the people also to painting. He's informing to the people with the meta and so on. So, but behind of this, who's Peter? What has inspired you to play this and to start with this?
It's inspired me. That's a good question. Well, I suppose I'll go back to my roots. So I first started in Warhammer probably back in. When I was in primary school, probably around 93, and I got the second edition box set of 40k, the ones with the Blood Angels on the front. So it kind of started me off, and I got into 40k, and I always enjoyed doing the painting actually more than the gaming side of things. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of, I think that comes through in a bit in the articles that I focus on, certainly with like my hobby updates and things like that. So it's kind of. That's a big question. Who is Peter? Peter's me. It's a hard one to answer, but basically, hobby-wise, I'm a painter. with the stats side, it's kind of falls back on my job a bit because I do work in finance, so that comes out with doing the stats. So it kind of a bit of a geek in me kind of likes enjoying analysing data and stuff like that. So that's kind of where that's come from. And yeah, just a massive geek that enjoys Warhammer and adding numbers together. Basically, that's me.
Okay, cool. So you are a 40k player, active 40k player, and how you jump? No. No, not so active recently. I'm just starting to actually get into Horus Heresy, but the last few years it's been more Age of Sigmar and a few other games that aren't Games Workshop, such as like Silver Bayonet. I've posted a few articles about that. You've probably seen them. And Old World definitely. But yeah, 40k much recently. But now with Horus Heresy, I'm probably going to dip my toe back in there. Okay, and tell me, how did you become into Cruel Boys fan?
It was the 3rd edition when the release came out. When I saw those Cruel Boys, the new sculpts for orcs, because they were so different to the other orcs that had come before, your standard Warhammer fantasy orcs, I just thought they looked cool, to be honest. I thought they reminded me a bit like the Lord of the Rings orcs, I just thought that the whole look of them was really, really nice, and that kind of actually got me way back into Age of Sigmar once more. So and I still got my Cruel Boys. I've got about 3,000, 4,000 points of them, but I've actually recently started Soulblight Gravelords now as well. So I'm not going to list all the armies I've got because we'll be here all night. But
I have seen your the pictures that you are sharing in your Discord about the Soulblight, and I really loved your scheme. For the rest of the people, I will share in after this some pictures about the scheme that Peter has started. Is really delicious. But and that's and that's one of the yes, and that's one of the things that I have enjoyed in your Discord, that you are encouraging to the people to keep painting. So
it's kind of one of the things I always enjoy painting, and I know that I've got a massive backlog. I've always had a massive backlog, and most of the people I know have massive models and piles of miniatures in their room that they need to get through. So I always wanted to try and encourage the painting side. Like I said, I've said many times already that I'm a massive painter, and I always wanted to try and do something where it encouraged other people to paint. So we came up with the woe points thing, which you mentioned previously on our Discord, which is it's a bit like golf, basically. So you get points for buying miniatures, but negative points for them painting them up. And your aim is to end the year with points rather than positive. Try and reduce those that pile of shame that we all have. It's one of the main things. And then I always kind of try and post as much as I can about hobby updates on the website, and so does some others like Declan. So
okay,
there we go.
Declan is also, for the rest of the people, Declan is one of the guys that is pushing a lot and putting a lot of effort also in Warhammer. In the articles, he seems sleepless, because I see many articles that has been started by Declan, but yes,
he is a machine. He is a machine, and I've got to say thank you to you as well, because there's so many people that I couldn't run WoeHammer by myself. I'd never be able to do it by myself. There's so many people in the background. I mean, Declan was there from the beginning. He's like you say, he's pushing out articles all the time. He does his book reviews. He does hobby updates. He does reviews. He's fantastic. He's great to work with, and he's a great fella to play against as well. And then there's others involved. I think we've got about 30 odd writers now involved on the site doing commentary and things like that, including yourself. But there's a massive shout out to some of the guys like Brett. He does a lot of the prep for the top 3 articles. So he'll like get all the lists together and find out who they've all played against, and then he'll put that all together for me to do the graphics, and then we go and source the comments from the other writers, and then it's Neil recently has kind of joined the team. He's kind of been helping me with the stats side of stuff, so he helps me gather all the data for the stats, and we put that together on the Monday and Tuesday. So yeah, it really is a massive team effort, and I love them all. They're great guys.
Yeah, really impressive work that is behind, as you have mentioned, and also the team behind of this, because once you are seeing the lot of people is adding to the or contributing to the effort, and also to the rest of the community to have the information like the stats and all the information about how you can start to painting, what is the proposal to start if you are thinking to initiate in the hobby, and how you can get what boxes and so on. So this is something really serious behind of the screen, the people that is working with you. But also one of the most things that the people is enjoying always from your Discord server and also from Patreon is the stats. What a huge work behind of this. What is behind of this? Or just for the rest of the people, just to understand exactly what is the meaning to have this work done every single week.
Behind the stats, you say?
Yeah.
It's a lot. I mean, we have Ada, bless her, as you know previously, and she did develop a system where we could pull all the data automatically, and then it would be a couple of hours work for me then to kind of do all the maths behind it. But yeah, poor Ada's like stepped away from that now, so we're having to do it all by hand again, and so which is why I'm thankful that Neil's around, to be honest, because otherwise I'd be there all week. But yeah, I mean, it's literally crawling through tournaments on best coast pairings, stats and ladders, Exen, and all the rest of it. And literally, we go into each tournament, we'll copy the lists, we'll write down what the results were, and save it in a massive spreadsheet. And then I do all the filters and all the calculations for win rates, and yeah, it goes from there. And then there's obviously the elo as well, so like we've got the calculations. So luckily when Ada was with us, we managed to pull all the data from the beginning of 3rd edition, so we've got thousands upon thousands of results that we can fall back on and calculate the elo for different players. And yeah, it's so a massive thank you to both Ada and Neil for helping me with that, because I actually really enjoy it. It takes us 3-4 hours a week to do, but it's one of those things, it's like a labour of love, because I just enjoy it so much. It's just, like I say, I'm a massive geek and I like numbers. It's simple for me, but yeah.
Wow. No, but I mean, now you can feel acquainted to share the information, to take it, and seems more easier. But for the people that only with the simple idea to collect all the information, to arrange it, and to process the information and presenting every single week, oh gosh, what a huge work. Yes, and this information is yeah, and this information is so valuable, because in that way you can have the idea of what is exactly the toughest armies. Also, previously you offered also information through Patreon, just for the information for the rest of the Mexican people and all Latin American people that could seeing this. This stats offering you the win rates and also additional information about details on every single army, what is the most effective, and so on, so forth. This is a huge work, and as a fan of your work, I can say thank you very much for this information, because it's one of the most reliable information that we have on our hand to take decisions, and just to know what you can face in the tournaments, because there are people that is acquainted to participate in the competitive games, but also as a player for the no competitive games, you can check some lists and to bring a little bit fun of your on the table for you. But anyway, okay, Peter, and about Patreon and also Discord, do you want to invite to the people here to keep joining?
Sure. I mean, yeah, it's the patrons there for everyone, so it's very cheap. We try and keep it at like £2 a month now. So, but with that patron access, you will get access to our stats in the database. Probably the day after or following day after the weekend. So you get it probably about 4 or 5 days ahead of everybody else. And then also certain commentary when we ask players for commentary, we go on their list on Patreon as well, so everyone can see it before that goes out on the top 3 articles. And then there's little things. There's little Patreon chat inside the Discord, like you mentioned, where we've got a lot of the big name players from the US, UK. They often get involved and have a chat with the Patreon members. And yeah, we have occasional chats with the champ, as I like to call it, where we just ask a question of the big name players, and they come back with their responses on certain things. I think the very more recent one was we asked about I think it was their how they would deal with Soulblight Gravelords when they were top of the meta, and things like that. So yeah, it's been interesting. But yeah, and like you say, there's other things as well. So we've got with the stats you mentioned, we have got faction specific stats for Soulblight Gravelords this week, and they are Patreon only. They won't be released to public at all. They're just purely for Patrons, and we do that each week. We'll focus on one faction that might be doing well or doing poorly, and we try and analyse why that is. And then yeah, we post all the stats in the articles, and that's available for our patrons. But yeah.
Yeah, I encourage to the Mexican people to participate in the Patreon, because it's a really good place to get information, really early information. You will have really good articles. It's not only about the meta stats. There are also another things that you can enjoy really, and so I really recommend to join to the Patreon. Okay, Peter, so just to don't steal much time of your bets, so just the last question.
Yeah.
Are you considering to join into Stormcast?
I already play Space Marines in 40k. I don't think I'll play them in AOS as well.
Yeah. But no, okay. But Peter, it has been a pleasure, and I really have enjoyed this conversation with you. This is a good and nutritive talk, just to share what is behind of the screens, what is behind of the website, and this is an opportunity to the people to meet you, because sometimes we are not seeing the people, we forget, we are only see a stat, we are only see article, but we need also to remember that is a lot of work of many people behind of this. So thank you very much for taking this opportunity, and I appreciate from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Okay, well, thank you guys. Thank you. This is one of the most exciting moments, and we will be returning later with more information. Thank you very much.